I spent hours researching every cybersecurity roadmap that's on YouTube, and I have curated this perfect 3-month roadmap that will help you get started within this domain. My name is Royden, and I've been working as a cybersecurity professional for years now, and I started off at the help desk and eventually moved up to a manager level position. So I've seen it all and I know what exactly it takes to get into the cyber domain. In this 3-month roadmap, I'm going to be sharing with you certifications, courses, home labs, as well as how you can add artificial intelligence to your profile in order to boost your chances of getting into the cybersecurity domain. So if you want to be one of those number of people that I have helped through my YouTube videos and my mentoring program get their first role within cybersecurity, get your book, get your pen, note these steps down, and let's get started. A quick disclaimer, and that is I usually do not endorse rushing through your cybersecurity preparation over a timeline in terms of months. However, in this video, I'm going to break things down as per a 3-month plan. But if you're taking more than 3 months, that's perfectly fine. You can still follow step by step everything that I'm going to be mentioning in this video. Starting off with why cybersecurity is so important and is it a field that you should even consider getting into? And the answer is a resounding yes. Reason being, everything around us is digital today. And because everything is digital, a lot of malicious actors on the internet are taking advantage of those digital devices and trying to exploit vulnerabilities present in them. And in order to safeguard those digital systems or environments, you need to have cyber engineers or cybersecurity professionals. And especially with the boom of artificial intelligence, the need for cyber engineers has become more important because it's crucial to protect these systems. Hence, cybersecurity as a field is going nowhere. So if you're considering a cybersecurity career, you are in the perfectly right direction. Diving straight into our 3-month roadmap, let's start off with step 1, or what are the things we are going to be focusing in month 1 of this 3-month roadmap. And in month 1, we are going to be focusing on the foundations within cybersecurity. Now, usually on this channel, I have been very vocal about the 3 fundamental domains that you need to master, or maybe not master, but at least be good in order to then progress into cybersecurity. And those 3 domains are networking, operating systems, and databases. Now, I understand in this 3-month roadmap, it's probably going to be difficult for you to sort of get your heads into each of these 3 different domains, as a result of which I'm going to be mentioning a certification or a course that you must do in order to cover the foundations within cybersecurity. There are multiple cybersecurity foundational certifications out there, like the ISC2 certified in cybersecurity, the CompTIA Security Plus, the TryHackMe Sec1 certification, as well as the Google Coursera Professional Cybersecurity Certificate. But as part of month 1 or step 1, you need to do the Google Coursera Professional Cybersecurity Certificate. Now, along with this course, there was a close candidate, which was the TryHackMe Sec1 or the Cybersecurity 101 course. But in the Google Coursera course, they will teach you a lot about the foundations or fundamentals of cybersecurity across 9 different domains. And these domains include networking, threats, Linux and operating systems, vulnerabilities, etc. And one of the best parts about this course is that they've also included automating cybersecurity tasks with Python programming, which is very crucial in today's day and age if you want to get into cybersecurity. As an optional step, you can also side by side do the TryHackMe Sec1 because it involves a lot of hands-on labs, which will give you that valuable foundational hands-on experience within cybersecurity. But you start off with the Google Professional Coursera certificate. One thing to keep in mind is that when you're doing your foundations, do not be scared if you're forgetting things, because you don't have to memorize all of these different cybersecurity definitions or concepts in one go. Rather, even today, I have to Google some of the most basic things in order to refresh my memory. So don't be scared if you're not remembering or registering things. That's perfectly fine. Follow the course, get it out of the way, and get your foundation strong. The next step after you do your Google Coursera certificate, you then focus on the CompTIA Security Plus. Now, doing it in month 1 or as part of step 1 might be a little difficult because of the time crunch. However, one thing I will tell you honestly is that the CompTIA Security Plus is a more legacy certification, especially with the different types of cybersecurity certifications present today, but it still is very recruiter friendly. So if you can at least do the course associated with the CompTIA Security Plus, for which you can use Professor Messer's free YouTube videos, The link's going to be in the description. You can check it out. But I highly recommend that you at least do the course associated with the CompTIA Security Plus, which you can then list on your resume later on. But once again, the Security Plus is an extensive syllabus that covers the foundations within cybersecurity. So it's an added bonus to help your foundations get very strong. Once you're done with step 1, we then move on to step 2. As part of step 2, or in month number 2, we are going to be focusing a little more in depth into certain specialized domains within cybersecurity. And the best place to start is TryHackMe. Now, once you've got your foundations right, that should give you an idea of where you want to further branch out into cybersecurity. Some want to go into red teaming, which is offensive security, whereas some prefer going into blue teaming, which is defensive security. And on TryHackMe, they've got different certifications that cover each of these different specializations. If you want to go into offensive security, you can check their penetration tester certification, which is the PT1. Whereas if you want to go into defensive security, such as being a SOC analyst, you can look at their SAL1 or their Security Analyst Level 1 certification. The best part about these certifications is that they're 100% hands-on. And for each of these certifications, TryHackMe also has sort of a learning path which covers the prep associated with these exams. And the prep is 100% hands-on in browser-based labs. You don't need any fancy equipment to get started. All you need is a laptop with an internet connection and a TryHackMe subscription. I'm going to list a few links in the description which will help you get certain discounts on some exams like the SAL1, SAL2, or the Junior Penetration Tester certification, so you can check that out to get an added discount. During month 2, while you're doing all of this, you've also got to build hands-on labs. Now, I understand that you're getting all of this practical hands-on experience through TryHackMe, but it's pretty valuable to build your own cybersecurity home labs. And in order to do that, I've got you completely covered. On this channel, I've got a specific playlist to help you build cybersecurity home labs. And there are 4 home labs that I especially want you to build because they will give you different skills within cybersecurity, which also covers the foundations or fundamentals of this domain. Starting off with building your own SIEM lab. SIEM is very important, especially if you want to be a SOC analyst. You've got to know how to read logs, summarize alerts, etc. Therefore, building your own SIEM lab is very important. I've covered building a Vaza open source lab, which is going to take you probably a few hours, but the learnings are immaculate. Once you do your SIEM lab, you then go towards building your firewall, or specifically a web application firewall. You also then deploy a Kali Linux VM, which is an attacker VM, which again has all of these cybersecurity tools pre-installed within it. And you can learn a lot about offensive cybersecurity, where you're trying to attack your vulnerable web application. And then you learn defensive security because your web application firewall that you've deployed will help protect against these attacks. Once you do your web application firewall lab, you then build an AI-based SOC analyst lab, which will help you learn about AI, as well as the integrations of artificial intelligence, APIs, API keys, Python programming, everything into one power-packed home lab. And finally, the 4th home lab that you must build is a honeypot home lab with an attack dashboard. Once again, this is an extension of your SIEM home lab, but you can set up a honeypot environment with Open Canary, deploy fake services like fake SSH, HTTP, SMTP, FTP, etc. Try attacking it from your Kali Linux machine and see what logs you can see in your SIEM dashboard. Make sure you document all of this because it's going to be very important when you are in interviews as well as when you're listing all of this on your resume. There's also a special use case when you are following this 3-month roadmap, and that is you may decide you do not want to get into the very technical side of cybersecurity. And that is where you may be interested in governance, risk, and compliance. GRC is also a very popular sort of non-technical cybersecurity domain. You still need to know the foundations of cybersecurity, but you don't need to have a lot of hands-on experience with different cybersecurity systems. If you want to get into the GRC side of cybersecurity, I'd highly recommend you to check GRC Mastery. It's covered by the Unix guy, Abed Hamdan. His course is absolutely amazing, so you can check that out if you want to get into GRC. But all of this should be done in month 2. Moving on to step 3 or month number 3. In the 3rd month, we are going to be focusing on building our resume as well as adding artificial intelligence security concepts to our cybersecurity skill set. So let's first talk about the AI side of cybersecurity. The best place to start, once again, is TryHackMe, and they've got their new AI 1 course, which covers critical concepts within AI cybersecurity, such as what is RAG security, what's data poisoning, what's AI threat modeling, what's AI supply chain security. These are AI-based security concepts that you must know if you want to be a successful cybersecurity engineer. And once you're done adding these AI-based skills to your cybersecurity profile, you then focus on building your resume and applying to cybersecurity roles. First thing, let's motivate ourselves a little. If you go to LinkedIn and you just type cybersecurity, you'll see a lot of different cybersecurity jobs. So don't worry, the field right now is pretty hot and there are very high chances that you will get your first role. There's a free resume template in the description of this video, which will help you understand how you must structure your cybersecurity resume as a beginner, with your project section, what all you should be listing in it, what types of links you should have in there, what are the different skills you should be listing in your skills section, etc. Do check it out, and if you have any doubts, drop a comment in the comment section or message me on LinkedIn and we can take it from there. So this was your 3-month cybersecurity roadmap. Once again, as I said at the start of this video as well, do not pressurize yourself with the time crunch. It takes time. Some people take 3 months, 6 months, a year, doesn't matter. Do it the right way and I'm sure you'll be able to get your first role or you'll be able to break into the cybersecurity domain. One thing though that I would ask you to do is that do not lose patience, because a lot of people try different types of roadmaps or boot camps out there, apply to jobs, don't hear back or don't get anything within like 2 months, 3 months, and they lose all confidence and they absolutely bin everything they've done, and then they try following something else or someone else. Follow your roadmap, do the right things, and just have patience, because sometimes getting your first role does take time, but have the belief and the confidence that it is going to happen. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, drop a like, comment what you think about the 3-month roadmap, anything that you want to add, any mistakes you want to point out. If I missed certain courses or certifications that people must do, drop it in the comment section. Let's have a chat there. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.